Have you ever watched a relay race where one runner passes the baton at just the right moment? In human reproduction, timing is just as crucial. For fertilization to happen, the ovum and sperm must arrive at the same place at the same time. And that place is the ampullary region of the fallopian tube. In this video, we'll explore how fertilization occurs, what happens right after it, and how it leads to implantation, the beginning of pregnancy. Visuals, animation of raised baton pass sperm and ovum journey. During copulation, also called coitus, semen is released into the female vagina. This is known as insemination. From here, motile sperms swim through the cervix, into the uterus, and reach the ampullary region of the fallopian tube at the same time. The ovum released during ovulation is also transported to this exact site. Fertilization can occur only if both gametes reach the ampullary region simultaneously. This is why not every intercourse results in pregnancy. Fertilization begins when one sperm makes contact with the outer covering of the ovum, called the zona pellucida. Here's how it happens step by step. The sperm's acrosome, a cap-like structure on its head, releases enzymes. These enzymes help the sperm penetrate the zona pellucida and plasma membrane of the ovum. Once the first sperm enters, the ovum changes its membrane to block all other sperms. This ensures monospermy, or fertilization by just one sperm. This triggers the completion of the second meiotic division in the ovum, resulting in a haploid ovum, a second polar body. Soon, the haploid nuclei of the sperm and ovum fuse to form a diploid zygote. Here's something fascinating. The sex of the baby is determined at fertilization itself. All ova carry an X chromosome. Half of the sperms carry X, and the other half carry Y. If a Y-carrying sperm fertilizes the ovum, the zygote becomes XY equals male. If an X-carrying sperm fertilizes, it becomes XX equals female. So, scientifically, the father determines the sex of the baby, not the mother. After fertilization, the zygote begins a series of rapid mitotic divisions, a process called cleavage, as it travels down the oviduct. This produces 2-cell, 4-cell, 8-cell, 16-cell stages. When the embryo has 8 to 16 cells, it's called a morula. These cells are called blastomeres. These divisions don't increase the embryo's size but prepare it for the next stage, implantation. The morula continues to divide and forms a blastocyst. The blastocyst has two main parts: an outer layer called the trophoblast, which helps in attachment to the uterus, an inner cell mass, which later develops into the embryo. At this stage, the embryo is ready to enter the uterus and begin the next big step, implantation. Now comes the most critical moment, implantation. The trophoblast attaches to the endometrium, the inner lining of the uterus. The uterine cells respond by dividing rapidly and enclosing the blastocyst. As it gets embedded, the inner cell mass starts forming the actual embryo. This event is called implantation, and it marks the official beginning of pregnancy. So, to summarize, fertilization happens in the ampullary region. It involves spermic fusion, forming a diploid zygote. The sex of the baby is decided at that moment. The zygote becomes a morula, then a blastocyst, and finally, implantation leads to pregnancy. Just like a seed planting itself in fertile soil, the blastocyst implants in the uterus to start a new life.